With Xahn again. Today we're going to be making chili, specifically red chili, as opposed to white chili. So what you're going to need for this is cocoa powder, okay. Just to warn you guys, this is the first time I'm making red chili ever. So this is a brand new recipe. I've never tried it out before. We'll tell you if it turns out good. But it calls for cocoa powder, 1 onion, 2 pounds of ground beef. It actually called for fresh garlic, but I don't have any fresh garlic, so we're going to be substituting minced garlic, chili powder, tomato sauce. I like macaroni in mine. You can leave that out if you choose. Black powder, beef broth, oil, salt, diced tomatoes, light and dark red kidney beans, diced green chilies, paprika, and I think I already said beef. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do is I've got a skillet over here that is heating up that I'm going to cook my ground beef with. Give me a second to grab a knife here to open my ground beef. So we're going to start by browning that ground beef. I've also got another skillet that is heating up, and it is going to saute my onions. We'll be doing that next. So we've thawed our ground beef. Now we're going to go ahead and brown it. And we've also got a pot that is heating boiling water up. So we've got a pot that's heating water up to boil so that we can cook our pasta. We've got a skillet to brown our beef, and we're going to dice up our onions and saute them. So that's what we need the oil for. I'm going to go ahead and put the oil in the pan. You just need to cover the bottom of the pan. And then I am heating that to low-medium heat. And we're going to go ahead and get some of this stuff. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to smack the camera there. We're going to go ahead and get some of this stuff out of our way. And just slide it up and over here. Wish I had more space on my counter, but I don't. So, get my cutting board out, and I've got a new knife. A friend bought me this knife. She says they are super sharp and never go bad. So let's give it a go. Oh, that cuts very nicely. Oh yeah, I like this knife already. So we're just going to peel off the outer layer here of skin on this onion. Go ahead and get it out of my way. You'll notice this is a rather large onion compared to what I normally use. That's on purpose because I like onion in my chili. am chunking up my beef here real quick to cook it through. You don't have to worry about getting the chunks super small because I'm actually going to go through and chop it before I put it in the stock pot, because I like it to be, I like thin chunks for this. So this actually calls for diced onions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by cutting it in quarters. And then I'm going to slice it in strips, approximately, that one doesn't want to slice, approximately, oh whatever, we'll just pull that off. That looks like it's still a bit of skin. 1 centimeter wide. And then we're just going to go through. Oops, I got that stuck a little bit too tall. And dice her up. Now there's going to be some chunks that you have to dice again, because onions don't really cooperate with the dicing, like this chunk right here. But you want your onion chunks to look, well, that one needs to be diced about like that. Like I said, we're just going to go through. It doesn't have to be perfect. I want a dog. You want one? Here you go. My child likes to eat raw onion. Oh, you don't want raw onion? What is it that you're wanting? I want I hate getting all of the little bits. Oh, this one has that layer of just skin on it again. Apparently I need to slice it off. Whatever. I hate onions. I really do. Oop. My pasta is boiling. So I've got about 1/4 of a box of macaroni here. Dana, will you throw this away? You throw it away for Mama? I got macaroni. Yep, macaroni. And I'm going to go ahead, I don't think that'll be enough noodles. So I'm going to go ahead and add, here I've got 1/2 box of rainbow twists. Throw this away. So we're just going to boil those up. Peel off this offensive outer layer of onion there. Oh shit, that is a really sharp knife. I'll be right back, guys. I need to go get a Band-Aid. Okay guys, we are back and Band-Aided. future reference, sharp knives are sharp, and you should be careful when using them. So I'm just stirring my ground beef here. Stir our pasta here. Keep it from boiling to the bottom. What do I do with my oil? I need to add a little bit of oil to that. Keep it from sticking to everything. Olive oil does not fit. That's glass. Don't want to put that up there. That's a bad idea. We'll sit it over there. So, I'm back. Band-aided. For those of you who didn't catch this, what I did is slice right across the top of my nail into my nail. So really sharp knife. It's not bad. It's not like it's gonna need oh really? You stupid. It's definitely not gonna need stitches or anything. Just means I have to be more careful with these knives than I am with my own knives, because my own knives are, well, I mean, these are my knives now, but my previous knives, because these knives are much sharper. Yeah. Please get out from under Mommy's feet. Okay, so now that onion is cut with no more cuts, we're going to take it, and we've got, like I said, we had a skillet over here that was heating up oil covering the bottom of the pan. We're now going to saute these onions in said oil for approximately 3 minutes. That I lost. You know, it's hard to pick things up with a Band-Aid on your thumb. At least small onion bit things. And I'm going to go ahead and stir my pasta and my beef. This isn't working so well. This skillet is just too small. So we're just going to dump these onions and the oil in with the beef. And we'll drain it all here in a minute. Skillet and let that go for a little bit. Now, Dana, you are right under Mommy's feet. Here, stand right there and play. Okay, now we consult the recipe because that's as far as I, well, not as far as I've read. I read the whole thing, but I need to consult the recipe to figure out what I do next. Okay. Oh, I need to put the garlic in there with those. How much garlic did I need? I don't know. Some. Counts it in cloves, so I've got to figure it out based off of cloves. So I'm just going to say like 3 tablespoons or teaspoons. A little bit more. We like garlic. So we saute our minced garlic, which is supposed to be fresh, or our minced garlic, which should have been fresh. Oops, why did I pull that off? It still needs to boil. And just mix it in. With our beef and our onions. Now what does it say to do? Aha. It says finish doing this and then start putting things in a stock pot. So it looks like we're done for a little bit until I finish with that stuff. So I guess I'll rinse off my very sharp knife. So this is my stock pot that I'm going to be cooking the chili in. You can tell it's large. Last time I had a chili recipe, I ended up saying it made like 6 to 8 servings. It made like 10 to 12. So big stock pot. We're going to go ahead and start combining ingredients in here after we check on our noodles. There's my noodle scoopy. Woo! Hot. Hot noodle. Alright, noodles done. Let's go ahead and go drain these. Okay. Noodles. Drained. Set that over there out the way. Can opener. Add. One can diced tomatoes. I don't know where my other can of, oh, there's my other can of diced tomatoes. 2 cans diced tomatoes. One tiny can of green chilies. Ooh, those smell spicy. For reference, this is a 4-ounce or 113 gram can. One can dark red beans. One can light red beans. One can tomato sauce. One large can tomato sauce. Oh my. This is not to be confused with tomato soup. For reference on this one, oh, my big can, or my beans and my tomatoes were in 16-ounce cans, which is 454 grams. My tomato sauce is 27 ounces or 822 grams. For your reference. Alright, let's stir our beef, our onions, and our garlic. Those look like they're about ready to dump, so I'm going to go ahead and drain them. going to rinse this like I normally would because I want some of that grease to stay in there, that onion flavored grease to stay in there for flavor. So we're just going to dump all of that in there. Okay, so we've got that stuff. We need our beef broth. 1 box of beef broth, which has 907 grams or 32 ounces. For reference, that's about a can and a half, I think, if you're buying it in the cans. Also, if you don't have beef broth, you can make beef broth by combining bouillon cubes with water, or by boiling your beef in water. Alright, now let's go ahead and add the rest of our spices here. I don't remember how much I need. Alright. Chili powder. It's right there. It says about 2 tablespoons or teaspoons? Tablespoons. Oops. Helps if I open the right. It really helps if I open the right drawer. So 2 tablespoons. Half of one. Half of one. There we go. Chili powder. Says black pepper and salt to taste. That was about a tablespoon, if I had to guess. We'll do the same with salt. Again, about a tablespoon, if I had to guess. Cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons. It also calls for ground coriander, but I don't actually have any ground coriander, so I don't know why it needs cocoa powder, but hey, it says it needs cocoa powder, and I've never made this before, so who am I to second guess it? We're just going to go ahead and stir this here. This is also the point that I realized that I kind of just made a mistake according to the recipe. The recipe says that I'm supposed to let it cook without the beans, with just this liquid beef onion stuff for a few hours before I add the rest of it. So, whoops! We will wait to put the pasta in because I don't want that to overcook. But then we're just going to put it on high heat over here. Double check. Oh, I haven't put the paprika in. 2 teaspoons of paprika. I'm going to go add that while it's over there on the stove. Two teaspoons of paprika. Okay. Triple check, make sure I've got all the ingredients in. Olive oil for onions, ground beef, 1 onion, garlic, diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, beef broth, chili powder, paprika, cocoa powder. Oh, I need 1 teaspoon of, I'm also supposed to have cumin. I have cumin. Cumin's up there. So let's get the cumin. And I need a teaspoon of granulated sugar. We have sugar too. Sugar is directly in the way of the camera. See? Directly in the way of the camera. Oop, that was too far. Okay. Teaspoon of sugar. Jana, stop. Mama needs her apron tied. Ugh. And then my cumin is up here. Cumin seed. And it says I need a teaspoon of that. I love you. Back up. Sugar. There we go. Coming. Mommy is not going anywhere, Shug. Alright, let's go ahead and stir those ingredients in. There we go. I also just realized I didn't chop my beef before I just dropped it in there. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to let that boil for like a couple hours. Actually, it's supposed to boil for 4. So I will see you guys back again in 3 hours. Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about having the thing in there, whatever. It's been about 3 hours and the chili is done. I've been stirring it every 15 to 20 minutes or so to make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom of the pot. And about 20 minutes ago I went ahead and added the pasta in. So here we are. Here is the final product. As you can see, there's a lot, it thickened up a lot. We've got the pasta in there, the beef chunks, and the beans, and it is pretty much done. So now what we need is a bunch of crackers and some cheese and spoons and bowls. I hope you enjoyed making chili with me. I will tell you how it tastes later.